Hey Divas, welcome and welcome back. Welcome back to another Travel Tuesday. If you're watching it on a Tuesday. This is the first week of May. Is this the first week, girl, or second week? Girl, we in May at the time of this video. And for the next few weeks, I'm going to just be setting up my travel planner, just talking all things travel and showing you how I plan and prepare for my family and sometimes a trip just for me and my hubby. So if you like sinking fund savings challenge, cash stuff, and budgeting, planning, every and all things that have to do with your money, girl, I would love for you to subscribe, but more importantly, don't move. All right, Diva. So the last video, you saw me kind of budget for my upcoming fall vacation, which my husband and my kids were going on a cruise. And you guys had a lot of good questions, a lot of good comments in that video. So today, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna just continue setting up the travel binder because I can't wait to start cash stuffing. So we already created a budget for each of the categories. If you wanna see how I came up with all of these numbers here, I would definitely link this video down below, and at the end of this video, I'll have it linked and you can see how I came up with this budget. So now today what we're gonna do is that we're going to actually set up our visual aids, because over here we like to color things in and see the progress visually when we're saving for our sinking funds and savings challenges. So I'm just gonna pop this up, and while I'm getting all this set, I'm gonna clear up some questions that I did get when I was budgeting for this cruise. So for me, for this cruise and for most travel that I do, I like to break it down to as detailed as I can to capture all the expenses. Now, am I gonna miss something? Probably, but I've traveled enough that I know where I spend money and like where my gaps are. And when I think I have a budget, something pops, I'm like, girl, so this trip, and I've been doing it for quite some time, but for this trip in particular and trips moving forward, I'm gonna be using this system to make sure like none of those expenses pop up on me. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 categories, which could be excessive, but like I said, I like to be as detailed as possible. So you can pick up this travel savings challenge binder on my Etsy shop or on my TikTok shop. And we're gonna get going, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use these trackers. So as you can see here, I budgeted $382 for entertainment. This mainly is for, I believe I said I'm gonna be doing the water park. Let me back up. We're gonna be sailing on a Royal Caribbean cruise, Utopia. It's their brand new ship coming out this summer. We're gonna be taking a cruise in the fall for my kiddos' fall break. So these categories explain areas in which I'm gonna be spending money on that trip or preparing for that trip. So the first category is entertainment. I budgeted $382. I don't want to recap everything because you can go back and watch that video. So $382. Each of these trackers are each of these trackers have 30 icons. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the budget. So now what we're going to do is now we're going to figure out how much money is for each icon. So 382 divided by $30. It says $12.73. So just to make it even, we're just going to do $13. Because I'm not going to cash stuff for no change. So anytime I save $13, I get to color in one of these icons. Okay? That's how this works. So my goal, to meet this goal by September, I need to save $76 per month. Is that always going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to work my hardest to, but again, anything that can help me in advance is good. Okay, next we have food and beverages. I'm saving $550 on that. This one I had a question or two about it, particularly the coffee. So the cruise, you do get regular coffee, juice, and water. It's if you want to get the lattes and the caramel macchiatos and the white hot chocolate, all of those sorts of like Starbucksy type drinks or Dunkin' Donut-y type drinks, not just your basic coffee. Like those things are extra, which is why we're going to go ahead and get the coffee card that I mentioned in the first video. And then milkshakes, like any of those extra specialty drinks is what are going to be extra. I believe someone asked me about having to pay for drinks. And then because we're driving there, like I said, I need to make sure I have money for that as well. So that's why this one's a little bit lofty. Okay, so for the 30 icons, each icon is going to be $18.33. So I'm just going to save $18 each on that. I could have easily saved $19 too, girl, but you see I have a lot of money to save. So let me just go ahead and I'll take the lower of the two. Okay, let's go to the next one. Lodging. This again is for me when we actually travel. We like to get to the cruise port a day earlier. So my goal was $200. I don't know why I'm like stuck in this corner over here. $200. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in. Okay, we're gonna divide that by 30. That's $6.66. So we're just gonna do $7 on that. Next with miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is $200. And this includes my internet as well on the cruise ship, not just regular miscellaneous. So I think I just did 200. So what was that? $7. Okay. Next is personal care. This is if I need to do my nails or my eyebrows, like anything personal care wise that I may need to do before the trip. So this is, I budgeted $50. And the reason I budgeted so low, like I described in my video, is that I would have already budgeted personal care in my regular monthly budget. So I don't really need to save for this. This is just in case. Look at that, $1.66. So we're just gonna save $2. And this system, this cruise is in September, so I have about 5 months. But I booked this about 2 months ago. So just think about it. If you're planning a trip a year out and you can use this system, how much easier it'll be for you to get to these goals, okay? Because you'll have much more time. Because this is where you break it out the budget per month. So if I had 12 months to save for this, then these amounts per check will be much lower. All right, so $450 divided by 30. This is one of the heavier goals. $15. And then I just love that this is reusable. So when we plan our next trip, we can use the same thing. Just use a Clorox wipe it off, and start again. Shopping, this could be if you want to shop for some items before you go on the trip. Shopping while you're on the trip, 75 divided by 30, so $2.50. So we'll just call this $3. Okay, spending. This is just like if you want to have pocket change when you go somewhere. That's how I'm using it. Again, when you get yours, you can use it spending however you want. $75. Same thing. 3. Girl. Oh yeah, we rounded up. Okay, next is souvenirs. Like I mentioned before, we're gonna start buying things from the ship. My budget for souvenirs was $150. So $150 divided by 30, $5. Tips, girl, this is one of those things that used to fall through the crack all the time with me, but not anymore. So tips is $75. So I think we said $3. Okay, transportation. Now this is because we are actually driving to the cruise port, so I got to consider not only driving, gas, and parking our car at the parking garage when we're actually on the cruise, and tolls. $7.33. So let's just go, we'll just do $7 for this as well. vacay essentials. This is if you need a suitcase, makeup bags, like anything you need for your vacation. I said $50. And the reason that this category is so low is because we are going on a vacation this summer. I just haven't planned it yet. So I don't think I'm gonna need anything again for the fall. So at least I'm hoping not. I don't need a new suitcase or anything that I know of right now, so we should be good to go in that category. Now these next three are optional. They don't come with the binder. So when you order yours, you can pick from one of these three. I need all three of these. My kids, this is to budget for the arcade and just random stuff, because you know your kids always get you when you out in these streets, girl. But I will be prepared today. Okay. Next is pets, because we have a dog, so she's gonna have to go in a pet hotel while we're gone. I'll pull this out. Okay, pets. And that I budgeted $140 for. $4.66, so we're gonna just do $5 for that one as well. And this is for cruise. So again, like I mentioned in the video, when you're on a cruise, the cheapest time to book a follow-up cruise is while you're on the cruise. They give you incentives, they have a lower deposit requirement. So they do a lot of things to incentivize you to book your next cruise. So $8.33. I'm just gonna do $9 for this one. So I want to have, so typically what they'll do sometimes is offer $50 deposit per person. We are a family of 5. So I would love to have the $250 to have the deposit for the next cruise. So this is a lofty goal for me to hit in the next 5 months, and lofty because I have other savings challenges and sinking funds and other goals. So like the cruise and the entertainment are the two that I said that, you know, if I have to chop anything off the block, those two will be it. Oh, that went flying, girl. So as I start cash stuffing and, you know, just checking the temp to see where I am on my goals, I will make those decisions a little later on. But that was it, Diva. I just wanted to set it up so you guys can see how the visual is. I think I'm going to be able to do a cash stuffing here pretty soon. And even though I put per paycheck, I put the full amount. That's because I didn't get paid once per month. But I believe that I can, you know, stuff a couple dollars here and there. So by the end of the month, I can reach my goal. So let's say I can do $100 this week and $200 next week, you know. So I'm not going to wait until I have a 643 to do the cash stuffing. I may just put a little dollars here and there because, you know, it all adds up. All right. Well, that was it for this week's Travel Tuesday. Next week, like I said, I'm probably going to go ahead and get a cash stuffing going and get this book really going. I'm excited to do that. And if you stay to the end, I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about my system or just about any travel questions as far as budgeting goes, please leave the comments down below. I'll always get back to them. And also, I have a little poll going on my community tab. I'm just working on 2025 stuff, and I really want to know what your favorite budgeting system is. So if you haven't voted on that, please head over to my community tab and just say what you like. Do you like A5 size budgeting? Do you do digital budgeting? I like to really know what your kind of budgeting system is. So, like always, I'll see you in the next one later.